Hello and welcome to Valuechain News Updates. My name is Memana Babudu. And on the news update, senators from the southeast geopolitical zone of the country have demanded President Bola Tinubu to appoint 2 more ministers from the region. Hawa Aliyu Palesa reports.
The Southeast region has the lowest ministerial representation among those appointed by President Bola Tinubu with 5 nominees. Senators from the Southeast zone therefore urge President Tinubu to appoint at least 2 additional ministers from their region. The senators said their demand is to ensure fairness and justice in the representation of all geopolitical zones in Tinubu's government. Tony Nwoye, LP Anambra North, made the position of the Southeast senators known via a motion he moved at the plenary on Monday. 14 other senators from the Southeast region are co-sponsors of the motion. Mr. Nwoye complained that the Southeast region has the lowest ministerial representation among those appointed by the president with 5 nominees. He also said insufficient representation from the Southeast region in Tinubu's government does not promote national unity and national loyalty as enshrined in the 1999 Constitution as amended. Mr. Nwoye requested that the Senate should urge President Tinubu to make additional appointment of at least 2 ministers from the Southeast to balance geopolitical representation in the Tinubu administration. The Senate President Godswill Akpabio interjected the Anambra senator while he was speaking on the motion. He promised that the leadership of the Senate would meet with President Tinubu very soon to table the matter before him. After confirmation of the ministerial nominee, South-South Zone has 7 nominees, Southeast has 5 nominees, Southwest have 9 nominees, Northeast have 7 nominees, Northwest has 9 nominees, and North Central Zone has 8 nominees. 3 nominees, namely Nasser El-Rufai, Northwest, Sani Abakar Al-Ladi, Northeast, and Stella Okotete, South-South, are still awaiting confirmation. Hawali Walasa, Valuechain TV.
Nigerians' first integrated indigenous energy company, the Niger Delta Exploration and Production PLC, has changed its name to Aradel Holdings PLC. This is part of a strategic rebranding initiative aimed at better reflecting the company's current portfolio and positioning it for future growth. A fresh corporate identity was also unveiled across all company platforms at a ceremony in Lagos. The full report.
Our new brand identity, Aradel, energized for a brighter future.
The decision to change the company's name and identity according to the company underscores its commitment to repositioning itself as a leading African company dedicated to providing sustainable energy solutions that drive economic growth now and in the foreseeable future. Speaking at the official unveiling, the managing director of the company, Mr. Gbite Falade, said that parts of the future growth plans for the company is for its shares to be listed and traded on the Nigerian Exchange and Foreign Bourse, thereby throwing the company's ownership open to more Nigerians' capital and gaining higher notability. Valuechain reports that the listing could become a significant milestone for the 31-year-old company in the journey of its growth and development, enabling it to raise capital while strengthening its structure and reputation. The management of the Nigerian Upstream Petroleum Regulatory Commission (NUPRC) has been accused of illegally withholding 10 billion naira, which it cut from monies meant to be paid as benefits to those who had retired from the commission. A source told Valuechain that the supposed 10 billion naira payment meant to pay 30% illegally cut off from all year 2022 retirees is yet to be paid. The full report. Still on news update, Niger coup leaders have appointed a new prime minister. He is Ali Mahana Zain, former Economy and Finance Minister of the Republic. Hawa Aliyu Palasa reports.
The spokesperson of the military junta announced the appointment of the Economy Minister Ali Mahman via a late-night television on Monday. Mahman had previously held the position of Minister of Economy and Finance for a considerable period in the administration of former President Mamadou Tadja, who was deposed in 2010. Recent reports from Nigerian media indicates that Zain had more recently served as an economist for the African Development Bank in Chad. In late July, the military seized power, leading to the ousting of democratically elected President Mohamed Bazoum and the suspension of the constitution in the nation, which is home to approximately 26 million residents. During Bazoum's tenure, Niger had stood as a strategic ally of Western nations in the concerted effort to combat the proliferation of Islamist extremist groups across the Sahel region. An ultimatum presented by the Economic Community of West African States (ECOWAS) demanded the reinstatement of President Bazoum, warning Niger coup leaders to hand over power to the democratically elected president. The ultimatum expired over the weekend, warning of potential measures, including the application of force if the coup plotters do not comply. With the ultimatum having lapsed, the prime ministers of ECOWAS member states are scheduled to convene in Nigeria's capital, Abuja, on Thursday. The meeting aims to chart the course of action in response to the evolving political situation in Niger and the potential escalation of regional tensions. Hawali Alasa, Valuechain TV.
Meanwhile, military rulers in Niger have ignored the one-week ultimatum given to them by ECOWAS to quit and reinstate President Mohamed Bazoum or risk military intervention. Reports indicate that the coup plotters have gone ahead to rally unprecedented support from the civil population who joined them in keeping vigil on the streets of Niamey and other major cities like Maradi. An estimated 30,000 people gathered at a stadium in the capital, Niamey. Some dropped in Russian flags as the threat of regional military intervention looms. A delegation of members of the now ruling National Council for the Safeguard of the Homeland arrived at the scene Sunday to cheer from supporters. coup leaders have not issued any statement on the deadline yet. Reports from the Nigerian borders with Niger in Sokoto, Katsina, Jigawa, and Borno State said millions of people are in dire straits due to fear of the unknown occasioned by high cost of shortage of basic necessities of life like food and drugs. The new leader, General Chiani, has vowed not to bow to outside pressure. And that is all for the news update on Value Chain TV. Thank you for watching. My name is Maimuna Bagadu.